Hey guys, it's your boy Iyanla. Welcome to my channel, and we're here with another Hot Topics video. If you guys are interested, then stay tuned. I'm still rocking my fabulous 40 inches of kinky damn straight hair because this hair has been giving me my life all week, and I've been capturing some beautiful moments with my new bae. You guys can go follow me on Instagram at Davion21 if you guys want to see visually just all the glory in heaven and, you know, just the kingdom that flows from this hair. Go follow me there. But as you guys know, last night was a huge motherfucking night. It was the MTV 2018 Video Music Awards. Now, the VMAs have always been the award ceremony that I personally am a true fan of. Out of all the award ceremonies, the Golden Globes, the Oscars, the American Music Awards, the Billboard Awards, the BET Awards, the Hip Hop Awards, the MTV Awards has been my favorite out of all the award ceremonies. And the best MTV Music Award to me was the VMAs 2000. That was like the sickest lineup. The show was motherfucking awesome. That was the year that Britney Spears performed Oops, I Did It Again, shut the motherfucking stage down. Janet Jackson performed Doesn't Really Matter. She opened the show in the all black in the big ass machine with a billion fucking dancers on stage. Christina Aguilera did Come On Over with Limp Bizkit. Nelly performed. NSYNC performed. They shut the shit down. The show was fucking epic. The award ceremony last night, it was okay. We had a lot of great moments. First and foremost, I want to give thanks to J-Lo. J-Lo looks damn good. I love her aesthetic and her fashions. She gave us some of her classic songs, like All I Have with LL Cool J. And then she gave us a blast from the past, Ja Rule and I'm Real. I mean, come on, like, I missed that whole era. Ariana Grande shut shit down with her performance for God Is a Woman. Like, it's so funny I just saw that performance because I just listened to the song a few days ago because I didn't even know she had put out a new single, and I thought the song was okay. And then after she slayed my motherfucking edges with God Is a Woman performance, the stage presence was fucking amazing. God being a black woman with braids down to her ankles, the sensuality and choreography and the Last Supper, the stage design being like Mount Olympus up in the cosmos and the universe, the stars and the comets and the space dust. It was just fucking gorgeous. It was beautiful. I think Shiva was at the top of the temple. I mean, everything was right about that performance. I mean, I have to give it to Ariana Grande for uplifting my spirits and for letting these hoes know what performance actually is, what art actually is, what it actually looks like when you put conscious thought into a live fucking performance. She reminded me of the way that artists used to be driven and the amount of work and the amount of detail the artists used to spend on their live performances. But I guess between social media and the internet and stars just being able to go live and do their own projects and be independent, artists don't really take these type of opportunities anymore and really make them iconic and monumental. I think the last iconic performance I saw was Lady Gaga's Paparazzi. Like, she shut that down when she was bleeding and she had it all white and she was in the cathedral. I think that was the same year that Beyonce performed Single Ladies. That was a pretty good VMAs as well, but Ariana just sold my soul. God is indeed a motherfucking woman, and if you didn't know that then, after seeing that performance, you will be absolutely convinced that God has to be a woman, and not just any woman, a big ass, beautiful, voluptuous ass black woman. Nicki Minaj's performance was also super dope. I think this was the most lit I ever saw Nicki Minaj. You can tell she was feeling her fucking self. It translated well on screen. Her chemistry with her audience and with her dancers was a fucking one. I mean, I'm not even a fan of Nicki Minaj the person, but in terms of the music, she got it right last night. Nicki Minaj absolutely redeemed herself in terms of performances, because the last time we saw her on the BET Awards doing her performance for Rich Sex, and that was a total fucking buzzkill and embarrassment. So she completely made up for that shit. Cardi B also won. So I thought it was dope that two female hip-hop artists definitely racked up. At this point, I think these girls are like this close to just coming to fucking blows. Like, they're literally half a millimeter away from just socking it to each other. At least from Cardi B socking it to Nicki Minaj ass. Because I don't think that Nicki Minaj would throw hands. I know that Cardi B still ratchet enough to be pulling up on hoes and fighting hoes and shopping malls and at Lizard's Thicket and shit. I actually would love to see what this looks like musically between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, because it's going to create some really healthy competition. And so I think this beef is going to definitely make Cardi B step it up visually, step it up lyrically, and obviously Nicki Minaj is always trying to prove something. But congratulations to both Cardi and Nicki. Now, of course, you guys know that we can't retire the VMAs without talking about what the fuck MTV was thinking by having Madonna do a Aretha tribute. Bitch, it was nothing but a narcissistic rant that Madonna was able to go on. What in the hell made Madonna the motherfucking go-to girl for the Queen of Soul's tribute? Out of all the motherfucking black artists you motherfuckers had at the VMAs, who you could have reached out to, I mean, Jennifer Hudson, hell, Patti LaBelle, her arch nemesis herself, could have gotten up there and said some decent things about Aretha big ass. I mean, Lauryn Hill, Jill Scott. Hell, bitch, you could have gave us Macy Gray. Those options would have made sense considering the genre. But Madonna? Madonna. Now, I love Madonna. I am a hell. First of all, Madonna came out on stage looking like the Blair Witch Project her fucking self. And getting Madonna to do a Aretha tribute is equivalent to getting Jasmine Sullivan to do a Madonna tribute. Literally, the contrast, bitch, is so fucking polarizing. There's such polarity in this scenario. That's like having 40 inches of hair on this side and having 8 inches of hair on this side. Bitch, do you see the contrast? What if this side of my head was only 8 inches of hair, bitch, and this side of my hair was 40 inches? What about it? What about it? This is Madonna. This is Aretha. Does this make sense, bitch? Not to mention, if this side was just bone fucking straight. So y'all got the texture and the length wrong. Motherfucking excuse. Hell, there's no excuse. Not even the fact that y'all only had 4 days to figure out what the hell y'all was gonna do. Anybody else, black and in the music industry in the audience, could have got up there and read off the teleprompter. But Madonna, my fucking Donna. Moving along, you guys know that Slender Man came out in the movie theaters last week or week before last, I believe. For those of you who don't know what Slender Man is or who Slender Man is, go Google the shit. And I am a huge fan of horror. Horror is one of my favorite movie genres. It didn't even keep my motherfucking attention. I was literally zoning out on my phone, texting, scrolling through Facebook while the movie was going on. And this is not just Slender Man. It is the way that horror movies are created today, period, that have just really lost their appeal. They've lost their attractiveness. They're very lackluster. It has been years and years and years since I have enjoyed a horror movie. I can't even tell you the last horror movie that I thoroughly enjoyed. I don't even know what it was. I can't even recall to you what it is. The type of horror movies that I really do miss are like the Candymans and the Halloweens, the Michael Myers, which I believe that there is a new Michael Myers movie coming out. Definitely want to go see that. Michael Myers used to scare the shit out of me. That stiff ass walk and him just being able to walk through fucking doors and walls and just bust up into shit. That shit used to scare the shit out of my head. Like But overall, horror movies today fucking suck. They're more like suspense, more so than horror. Horror movies used to scare the living hell out of us. Used to. Like, you used to have to sleep with all the lights on after watching a quality horror movie. Watching a horror movie today is just like watching like Kaya's Gag Order. There's just no impact, bitch. There's no feeling. There's no nothing. Like, there's no enthusiasm. There's no internalizing. There's no nothing. Like, I'm just fucking over the whole horror movie phenomenon. Somebody need to fix it, whether it's Trump, Obama, bitch. I don't know which administration is responsible for why horror movies are so fucking bad, but we need to figure that out. Slender Man, bootleg that shit. Don't even waste your $5.50 or your $7.50 or at any point in time in the day to go and see it, bitch. Don't even take your fucking kids. Just go to SockShare.net and just watch it from home. Janet Jackson has a new single with Daddy Yankee called Made It For Now. Visual is sickening, Caribbean. It's giving me like an upbeat Got Till It's Gone. It was just really good and refreshing for the culture. Such a feel-good track. The dancing was on point. I live for Janet. I was really disappointed in the Unbreakable album. The sound wasn't quite there for me. I was also disappointed in the lack of visuals for the Unbreakable album. I have a lot of high standards for my icons because at one point in time they slayed, and I always expect the standard of slayage to either remain the same or to increase, but to never decline, to never devolve, to never regress. I'm so looking forward to this project. I hope that she really fucking bring it because we need a Janet. We need a Janet moment. We need a Janet era. We need a break from some of this trash ass music that's being forced upon us. So last week, Iyanla Fix My Life featured the return of Neffee and Solo, who on last season of Iyanla came and got their edges fucking slayed by Iyanla. She tried her best to help Neffee, who is the sister of Keisha Cole. We did learn on this episode that Neffee went and got herself in counseling, which I really commend Neffee for taking steps out after the show to rectify herself and to better herself as a woman so that she could be a better wife to Solo. Even though that situation was still crashing and burning. We know lots of time after people do the Iyanla show, they kind of really carry on in the same manner in which they really always have. There's not much change. So I really appreciated Neffee actually trying to take the work seriously. Iyanla was basically trying to convince Neffee that she needs to take the doctor's advice very seriously, take their diagnosis extremely serious, and Neffee was just like, she don't want to be on medication. She don't really think, you know, her issues are really that bad. She just really thinks she just needs some guidance and she'll be well. And Iyanla was like, bitch, you came and got guidance the last time and that didn't help, and you also been in counseling since your time on my show and that also didn't help because you're back in front of my face complaining about the same shit that I tried to guide you through the last time. So what's good? Neffee was just basically trying to convince Iyanla that, you know, she's in a different space now, and of course that was not the case because Iyanla damn near threw Neffee ass over the motherfucking guardrail when Neffee and Solo was arguing because Neffee was concerned about the lies that Solo was telling Iyanla about his experience in the marriage and some of the issues they was having. And it was just, I was dying in tears when Iyanla was trying to get Neffee to shut up from the second floor of the house, and then all of a sudden all you saw was Iyanla like flying up the fucking staircase. I ain't seen nothing run away that fast since Omarosa's Integrity. Iyanla once again found herself fucking frustrated and not really knowing how to help Neffee or Solo. So it would appear to me through the episode that we have two lessons here. One of the lessons is, bitch, this is what marriage and relationships look like when two people who do not do their work before they get into a relationship enter into a relationship. If you find yourself single, this is the time for you to motherfucking heal, deal, reconcile, restart, regenerate, replenish the motherfucking earth within one's own self. This is the time for you to better yourself, to learn what it means to be happy and to make yourself happy. And then you take that wholeness, you take that progress, you take that maturity, you take that evolution into somebody else's life so that you are a complement, so that you are a reference of betterment and happiness and joy for somebody instead of being somebody else's new piece of fucking baggage. And Solo and Neffee both came into their relationship hurt. They came in with undealt with trauma. They came in with ignorance. They came in unprepared, unequipped, and this made for an epic ass breakdown in their marriage. I cannot live in actual misery and chaos, and when I did, I got to a point where I couldn't digest that shit no more, where I had to change. I had to figure out how to love myself, how to really be myself, and how to move forward in my life. And thank God that I did, because I've never been happier than I am now. You know, I've been happy and I've been free from a lot of my issues for years now. And thank God I just took my emotional sobriety well, because, you know, I wasn't a well person emotionally. I felt very victimized by life. I felt very alone in life. I was very wounded, and I was just, you know, all over the place. I didn't know how to protect myself emotionally. I didn't have emotional intelligence, and I was just being banged up, you know, from left to right by life. And finally, I just had to take control, and I had to really get serious about growth, and I had to really, you know, change my pathology and change my mind. And so I just want to encourage people, like, do what y'all have to do to be happy, man. Y'all have one fucking life. One life. That's it. We got one life here, and it matters. Your peace and your happiness makes a difference now, not 6 months from now, not 10 years from now, when you dead and gone, rotten and stinking in the motherfucking casket, and you standing before the Lord for the final judgment. Are you then entitled to heaven? You can have your heaven right here on earth, and all it takes is for you to show some interest in your own happiness. Do what you have to do to remain mentally and emotionally happy. I was not even going to do this video tonight, but here I am. I had to push through for you guys. I had to give you guys something this week. You know, I want to get to a point where I'm uploading more, but at least I want to give you guys something at least once a week. At least once a week. Share, rate, subscribe to a nigga channel, comment. And I hope you guys are enjoying your motherfucking week. And I will talk to you guys later. One.